Hello, this is my voice. Test, 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 test. I'm in the red now. Do you hear me? I'm in the red. Test, test. Testing the mic. Testing 1 2 1 2. I'm getting higher and higher. Put the main down. Does that work? Test, test. And the mic. Test, test. Now I'm very loud. Test, test. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Testing. Do you hear me? Is there a delay? Is there a delay? Hello? Is it working? I don't hear myself. Hello? Hello? Test, test. Test, test, test. Test. Do you hear me? Nee. Hier, hè? Ja. Ja, ja. En hier ook. Maar hoor je mij over de speakers? Nee, die staat niet aan. Nee, dat is het natuurlijk. Ja, 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 natuurlijk. Ik moet mezelf hier horen. Hallo? Ja, hier hoor ik me. Ja. Okay. Okay, and then I start class. I start moving. And then I can play music, yeah, and then I'm very loud. So then I should lower my voice. Testing, testing. Do you hear me loud? Testing. So wait. Test, test. Delay wise. One more test. Test, test. Do you hear me now? Now turn on the music. Now you should hear me over the speakers. Testing, testing.
Lama Teno. Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno, Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno,
Lama Teno,
Lama Teno,
Lama Teno,
Lama Teno,
Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno, Lama Teno,
Lama Teno.
welcome everybody. Welcome to Play Hall. You can see myself on the screen. It's great. Welcome everybody in the room. So, just take a moment to land on your mat, on your block. You're sitting on the block. Taking a moment to your weight to the floor, support it, carry it. Inhale to lengthen out the lower back. Bring it on spine, straight back. The crown of the head towards the ceiling. Back of the neck as well. Relaxing the shoulders. Start this class by chanting 3 times. And bow your head down towards your hands, towards the heart space. A moment to dedicate your practice. Support right now. Just let go. Stretch your hands back on your knees, your upper arms, and right. So, this month we're talking about the Yoga Sutras Patanjali over here at Spa. And I want to read some from book 1, Samaripada, portion on contemplation. We have sloka number 4, verse number 4. Suppose I ask you who you are. If you say, I'm a man, you will identify yourself in masculine body. If you say, I'm a professor, you are identifying with the ideas gathered in your brain. If you say I'm a millionaire, you're identifying with your bank account. If a mother with a child, a husband with a wife. I'm tall, I'm short, I'm left or right, shows your identification with the shape and color of the body. But without any identifications, who are you? The same energy appears in different forms, to which we also give different names. So the form and name are just different versions of the same energy. And behind the different forms of energy is an unchanging consciousness force. Chanting to immortality, Satoma, Satkamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, Vikrama, Amritangamaya. Let's start with exhale and inhale. Chant it 3 times. Join me whenever you're ready. Exhale first. But behind all these differences, in this self, we never differ. That means behind all these changing phenomena is a never-changing one. That one appears to change due to our mental modifications. So, by changing our mind, we change everything. If only you could understand this point, you would see that there is nothing wrong outside. It's always in motion. By correcting our vision, we correct things outside. Over block, pick up your legs, and relax. Really my thing. Hands and knees, spreading the fingers wide, bringing the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and then tucking the toes under. Yes, there I am. I can hear myself. And bringing the sitting bones up, pressing away from your hands, bringing the shoulders back, straightening out the legs for a downward facing dog. Stretching out the back of the body. Take a moment to walk the dog. Bending one knee deeply. Heel of the other foot all the way to the mat. Slowly waking up the legs. Getting ready for the practice, maybe connecting the breath to the movement, connecting to your Ujjayi breath. And on your next exhale, come to a quiet dog. Inhale, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, lifting up the sitting bones a little bit more. Bring the heels a little bit more down. And on your next inhale, bring your shoulders forward for a high push-up plank, pressing the heels back. Exhale, lower the body all the way down. Keep your elbows close to the ribs. Pointing the toes, pressing the feet. Cobra, bring your chest forward and up, keeping the neck long. And exhale, forehead back on the mat. Inhale, back to hands and knees. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take another deep breath here. Keep pressing away from your hands. Exhale. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. And then grabbing your ankles, maybe grabbing the calf muscles, bring your belly on your thighs, let your head hang down, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, see if you can bring your sitting bones a little bit up, staying connected between the belly and the thighs, keeping it rested there, maybe keeping the knees a little bit bent as you do so, going for a few breaths, inhaling, and exhaling. Maybe lifting a little bit higher with the sitting bones. Exhale. Taking another deep inhale. And exhale. Now bending your knees again. And hold your big toes in Yogi Toe Lock. Bring the thumb on the nail of the big toe. Straightening your legs and lifting the chest on an inhale. And exhale. Start to fold over your straight legs. Bring the elbows to the side. Again, bring your head down, relax the neck, inhaling, and exhaling, pressing the feet actively into the mat, pressing the sides of the feet actively into the mat. Take another deep inhale, and exhale, letting go of your toes, bending your knees again, shaking out the upper body, shaking out your head and neck, your arms and shoulders. Maybe swinging the upper body from left to right. And then with the knees deeply bent, slowly start to roll yourself up. Bit by bit, keeping the chin to the chest. Bring the head up last. And walk to the front of your mat. Bring the big toes together, the heels apart. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Exhale. And inhale, hook the thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, lift your chest to come to a flat back. And exhale, step the right foot back. Straighten that back leg, come high in the fingertips on an inhale. And exhale, step the left foot back for downward facing dog. Taking 5 reps here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling. Spreading your fingers wide on an inhale. Actively pressing away from your hands on an exhale. Lifting up your sitting bones on your next inhale. And lowering the heels a little bit more on your next exhale. Take another deep inhale. And exhale. On an inhale, bring your shoulders forward for a high push-up plank, pressing the heels away. And exhale, lower the body all the way down. Pointing the toes, bring your chest forward and up for cobra, keeping the neck long. And exhale, forehead back on the floor. Inhale, come to hands and knees. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, bring your left leg high. Step your left foot between the hands. Right foot follows. Lift your chest on an inhale. And exhale, folding down. Bend your knees, hook your thumbs, scoop up, lengthening. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, hook the thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale to step the left foot back. Straighten the back leg, come high in the fingertips. Exhale, step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Again, 5 breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling. Straightening your legs a little bit more. Lifting up the kneecaps, engaging your upper leg muscles. Exhaling. Bringing your chest a little bit closer towards your upper legs, lengthening out the back some more. Taking another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring the shoulders forward for a high push-up plank. Exhale to lower the body all the way down again. Pointing your toes, lift your chest for cobra. And exhale, forehead back on the mat. Inhale, back to hands and knees. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Bring your right leg high on an inhale. Step the right foot between the hands. Left foot follows. Lift your chest on an inhale. And exhale, falling down. Bend your knees, hook your thumbs, press your feet in the mat as you come up and lengthen. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Spread your arms on your next inhale. Exhale, falling forward and down from the hips. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, step the right foot back. Hip whip, straighten that back leg. And on an inhale, coming up, Anjaneyasana. Lifting up the upper body. Lengthening the arms out beside the ears. Fingertips up towards the ceiling. Keeping the front leg deeply bent. Maybe straightening the back leg a little bit more out. Pressing the heel away. Bringing the heel closer towards the mat. Taking one more inhale here. Relaxing the shoulders. And on your next inhale, bring your hands back to the mat. And step to a downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling. Taking another deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring your shoulders forward for a high push-up plank. Exhale, come to a low plank. Rolling over the toes, bring your chest forward, inhale, upward facing dog. And coming back, lifting up the hips for downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left leg high. Step the left foot between the hands. The right foot follows. Lift your chest flat back. And exhale, folding down with Uttanasana. Coming up, spreading the arms wide. Looking up maybe, and exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, spreading the arms wide. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale to step the left foot back. Straighten that back leg. And coming up on an inhale, Anjaneyasana. Bring the knee right over that front ankle. Lifting the chest up a little bit more. Bring your shoulders down, relaxing them. Maybe straightening the back leg a little bit more if you can. Inhaling. And exhaling. On an inhale, bring your hands back to the mat. And step back to downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here again. Inhaling. And exhaling. Long deep inhale. A long exhale. Spreading your fingers on the mat as you inhale. Exhale, press yourself away from your hands. Inhale, coming forward for a high push-up plank. Exhale, come to a low plank. Rolling over the toes, bring your chest forward and up for upward facing dog. And coming back up to a downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right leg up. Step the right foot between the hands. The left foot follows. Lift your chest and exhale, fold all the way down. Coming up with straight legs, spreading the arms wide again. Looking up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. One more round, inhaling. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, step the right foot back. And the left foot back for a downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here again, inhaling and exhaling. 2 more, inhale, exhale. Taking 1 more, and exhale. Inhale, bring the right leg high. Step the right foot between the hands. Bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot, maybe bring that right foot a little bit more out. Come high in the fingertips, lift your chest. And exhale, slowly bring your hands flat on the mat and bend your elbows. And maybe bring your elbows onto the mat as well. And maybe bring the palms of the hands together. Keep straightening that back leg. Pressing the left heel away towards the mat. Keeping that right knee close to the right elbow. Maybe lifting the chest a little bit more on an inhale. Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. Inhale, coming back up. Then bring your right hand on the outside of the right foot and start to straighten that right leg, walking your hands back, pressing the ball of your right foot into the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest, and exhale, start to fold over that straight leg. Again, pressing that back heel away, pressing the ball of the front foot into the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest to lengthen. Exhale, folding a little bit deeper. Then bending that front leg, bring your hands to the front of the mat and step your right foot back for a downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Other side, left leg coming up. Step your left foot between your hands. Bring your left hand on the inside of the left foot. Maybe bring the left foot a little bit more out. Come high in the fingertips, lift the chest and exhale, slowly lower down. Maybe on your hands with your elbows bent, maybe with the elbows on the floor. Straightening the back leg. Inhaling and exhaling. Making sure the left knee stays close to that shoulder. Lifting up the chest some more. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Then straightening the arms, bring your hands on the mat. Left hand next to the left foot and straighten that left leg. Walk your hands back, straighten, lifting up the chest and exhale. Start to fold over that straight leg. Pressing the back heel away, the ball of the front foot into the mat. Taking another inhale here and exhale. Bending the front knee, bring your hands to the front of the mat and step back to a downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Vinyasa, bring the shoulders forward for a high push-up plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, keeping the arms straight. And exhale back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then come to a child's pose. Bring your knees to the mat as wide as the mat. The big toes together. Sitting bones towards the heels. Straightening out the arms. Forehead on the mat. Maybe bringing the arms back. Releasing your shoulders. Giving some space to them. Maybe closing the eyes. Allowing the breath to slow down again for a moment. Maybe reconnecting to the breath. Following the movement of the breath alongside the back, maybe the side flanks. See if you can gently trace the movement, stay there with your awareness. Staying with the body. Staying out of the mind. Whenever it does happen, that thoughts come up, which happens all the time, right? See if we can just gently return to the breath. Like Patanjali said, it all starts with the mind. It's all in the mind. So you can change the mind, or maybe not connect too much with whatever it is we're thinking. Maybe there's not such a big problem after all. Maybe we can just relax a little bit more. Taking a few more breaths here. Maybe lowering the body a little bit more towards the mat. The hips a little bit closer towards the heels. And exhale one more time. Now your next inhale, bring your hands under your shoulders. Slowly start to roll yourself up. Keep your chin to the chest. Bring the head up last. And walk your hands to the front of the mat. Bring your knees back under the hips. Spread your fingers wide again. And tuck the 10 toes under. Lift the knees and press away from your hands. Coming up to another downward facing dog. Taking one more good stretch here. And bend the knees and slowly walk your feet to the front of the mat. Small steps. Bring your feet hip width, toes are pointing forwards. And grab opposite elbows, bring your elbows aside behind the ears. And just hang there for a moment. Maybe with the knees slightly bent. If you like, you can straighten the knees. Maybe lengthening out the lower back. Maybe stretching the legs a little bit more. If you bring the sitting bones a little bit more up. Take one more inhale. Maybe in the belly a little bit more in. Exhale. Then bend the knees, bring your hands to the floor, the hand palms up, step your feet onto your hands. Maybe towards the middle of the hands, maybe all the way to the beginning of your wrist. See how far you can go. Straighten the legs, lift the chest one more time. And exhale, start to fold over your straight legs. Of course, feel free to bend the knees slightly. Maybe balancing the body weight onto your hands, moving a little bit forward, moving a little bit back. Relaxing the head, relaxing the neck. Taking one more inhale here. And exhale. Bending the knees, come off your hands and shake out your upper body. Shake out the head and neck, the arms and shoulders. Shake whatever you want to shake out. Relax the face, relax the lips. And with your feet firmly into the mat, slowly start to roll yourself up. Chin to the chest, head up less. And just now step your left foot back, step your right foot back and come to a wide spread stand facing the puja wall. Turning the toes in, the heels out, straightening the legs. Bring the hands into the hips. On an inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, slowly coming forward. Halfway with a flat back. Interlace your fingers behind you, roll the shoulders back, straighten the arms. And exhale, slowly start to bring the crown of the head towards the floor. Your arms over your head, towards the wall. Prasarita Paratanasana. If you can bring your body weight a little bit forward again towards the middle of the feet. Keep straightening the legs. Straightening the arms. Maybe bring them a little bit further over the head. Opening the shoulders. Taking one more inhale. Lengthening out some more. Exhale. Coming a little bit deeper maybe. And then bring your hands onto the floor, higher your fingertips under your shoulders, lift your chest, come to a flat back. And then bring your right hand onto the right ankle. And bring your left hand on top of the right hand. Lift your chest and exhale, start to fold over your right leg. Pressing the left hip a little bit more back so your hips are staying in line. Bringing your forehead, maybe your nose towards your knee, your ankle, whatever direction. See if you can lengthen the neck as you're doing that. So maybe bring the chin a little bit closer towards your collarbone. Bring the left head a little bit lower as well, left hip a little bit lower. Taking another inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands back into the middle, high on the fingertips. Then bring your left hand on the left ankle, the right hand on top of it. Lengthening out that right side a little bit more and start to fold over that left leg. Bring the right hip a little bit more back. Maybe bring the left hip a little bit more down. Keep pressing the outsides of the feet into the floor. Lifting the inner arches of the feet, the inner ankles. Taking another deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly walking back to the middle. Coming high, the fingertips lift your chest. Then bring your hands into the hips, press your feet into the mat and coming all the way up, lifting your chest. And either step or jump your feet together. And come back to the front of the mat. And all of us step the right leg back, a little bit smaller step this time. Turn the right toes in, the heel out. And bring your upper body the same direction as your front foot. Bring your arms back, holding opposite elbows. Inhale, lift your chest, straighten both legs. Exhale, coming forward halfway with a flat back. Inhale, lifting your chest. Maybe bring the shoulders in one line and exhale, start to fold over that straight leg. See again if you can relax the neck, bring the head down. Both feet actively into the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Your back heel firmly into the mat, use it as an anchor. The ball of your front foot firm into the mat. Keep the balance, taking another deep inhale. Exhale. And on an inhale, coming all the way up. Bring your hands back into the hips and step your right leg forward. And step the left foot back. Turn the toes in. Bring the upper body forward. Bring the right hip a little bit more back so your hips are more or less squared up. Bring your arms back. If you're holding opposite elbows, maybe hold them the other way with the other arm. Other forearm down. Lifting the chest. And exhale. Folding forward. Maybe halfway first so you can lengthen on your next inhale. And come a little bit further forward on your next exhale. Again, keep pressing your feet into the mat. Keeping the legs straight. Maybe bring the shoulders a little bit more in line. So not one shoulder lower than the other. Maybe lifting the left shoulder a little bit more up. Taking one more inhale here. And exhale. Pressing the feet into the mat, coming all the way up on an inhale. And bring your hands into the hips. Step your left leg forward. And shake out the legs. And bring your big toes together again, the heels apart. Roll the shoulders back. And bring your hands in front of the heart. Exhale. Inhale, spreading the arms wide, big circle, looking up. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, lifting the chest flat back. And exhale, step to a downward dog or jump to a low plank. If you're in a low plank, come forward with your chest for an upward facing dog. And rolling back to downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, inhaling. And exhaling. Take another one. Inhale. And exhale. On an inhale, bring your right leg up. Step your right foot between the hands. Bring your left heel to the floor. And come up on an inhale for warrior number one. Bring the hand palms to touch. Maybe opening the hands for some extra space in the shoulders. Looking up, keeping the neck long. Squaring up the shoulders, bring the right shoulder a little bit more back. Left shoulder a little bit more forward. Pressing the back foot firmly into the mat. Front knee stays deeply bent. Take another inhale to lengthen. And exhale, open to warrior number two. Gazing over your right fingertips to the middle of the room. Bringing the shoulders down. Arms are strong. Front knee stays in the middle, knees deeply bent. Take another deep inhale. And exhale. On an inhale, circle the hands back to the mat. And go through Vinyasa. Step to downward facing dog, yogi's choice. Stepping to a low plank. Upward facing dog on an inhale. And downward facing dog. On an exhale, other side, left leg coming up on an inhale. Left foot between the hips. Right heel circles down. And inhale, lifting up. Warrior number one. Exhaling. Inhale, maybe bring the chest a little bit more forward and up. Exhale. Keep pressing the outside of the back foot firmly into the mat. Take another deep inhale, maybe lengthen out some more. And exhale, opening up. Warrior number two. Gazing over those left fingertips. Maybe look back over your right arm for a moment. See if your arms are in line. Shoulders are low. Inhaling. And exhaling. On your next inhale, circle your hands back to the mat. And step to a downward facing dog or go to a low plank. Moving through Vinyasa, connecting the breath to the movement. Back to downward facing dog. Staying here for a few breaths, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling. Bend your knees, look at your hands. Step or jump forward. Straighten your legs, lift your chest on an inhale. And exhale, folding down. On an inhale, coming all the way up, spreading the arms wide, looking up. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, spreading the arms. Exhale, moving forward. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, step or jump, low plank or downward dog. Take a breath in down dog or move through your Vinyasa. Meeting again in downward dog. Exhale. And inhale, bring the right leg high. Step the right foot between the hands. The left heel circles down. Inhale, warrior number one. Exhaling. Take another inhale. And exhale, opening warrior number two. Keeping the shoulders low. Relaxing them. Upper arms are strong. Exhale. Then bring your arms back, your chest forward. Interlace your fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest on an inhale. And exhale. Come to a humble warrior. Bring your upper body over your bent knee. Your arms over your head to the middle of the room. Keep pressing the ball of the front foot into the mat. Keep your knee in line with that front foot. Take another inhale. and exhale. And inhale, coming back up. Come back to warrior number 2. Then start to straighten your front knee. Lift up the kneecap. Reach forward with your right hand. Bring your hand on your ankle or shin. Bring your chest up towards the ceiling. Straighten that left arm up. Utthita Trikonasana. Bring your hips in line as much as you can. Bring your shoulders in line. Maybe lifting that left arm up a little bit more. Out of that shoulder socket. Taking one more deep inhale, lifting the chest. And exhale, looking down at your front foot. Inhale to come back up at the upper body. Exhale to bend the front knee. And inhale, circle the hands back to the mat. For a vinyasa or for a downward facing dog, yogi's choice. Other side, left leg coming up on an inhale. Left foot between the hands. Right heel circles down. Inhale, warrior number 1. Exhale here. Take another inhale to lengthen. And exhale, open. Warrior number 2. Strong in the legs. Maybe lowering a little bit in the hips. Then bring your arms back. Interlace your fingers. Straighten your arms. Lift your chest on an inhale. And exhale, slowly. Coming to humble warrior. Coming over that bend knee. Bring your arms over the head. Towards the middle of the room. Pressing your front foot into the mat. Keeping the balance. Pressing your back heel into the mat. Taking another inhale. And exhale. Coming back up. Warrior number 2. Then straighten your front knee, lifting up the kneecap. Reaching forwards. Hands on the ankle or shin. Bring your chest forward and up and straighten that right arm. Utthita Trikonasana. You can bring the entire backside towards one imaginary wall behind you. Relax your hips, the entire back, the shoulders and arms. Taking one more inhale. And exhale, looking at your front foot. Inhale, coming up, pressing your feet into the mat. And exhale, bending the front knee. Circling the hands back to the mat for a vinyasa or for a downward facing dog, yogi's choice. Taking a breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Spreading the fingers wide, stretching out. Exhale. Bend your knees, look at your hands. Step or jump forward. Lift the chest on an inhale and exhale, falling all the way down. Coming all the way up, a straight leg, spreading the arms wide, looking up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Let's do one more round, inhaling. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, low plank or downward facing dog. Coming back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right leg high. Step the right foot between the hands. Left heel circles down. Inhaling, warrior number 1. Exhale, open, warrior number 2. Reaching forward with your right hand. Bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Maybe use a block. Press away from your block. Bring your chest up, straighten your left arm. And bring your left arm over the head. Looking under your armpits towards the ceiling. Utthita Parshvakonasana. Pressing your right arm against the right knee so the knee doesn't fall in. Taking one more deep inhale, lengthening out the entire left side. Exhale, looking down. Left hand on the left hip. Bring your right hand forward and outside of that right foot and kick up the back leg. Flex that back foot, pull the toes towards you, bring your hips in one line and straighten out that left arm. Maybe looking up over your fingertips towards the ceiling. Maybe keep looking forward, Ardha Chandrasana, keep pressing that back heel away. Maybe lifting up the back leg a little bit higher, taking one more deep inhale. And exhale, bring the left hand down. Level the hips and step to a downward facing dog. Take a moment in down dog if you like, or go through another vinyasa, yogi's choice. Feel free to skip the vinyasas at any time. But feel free to do them as well, obviously. Other side, left leg coming up on an inhale. Left foot between the hands. Right heel circles down. Warrior number 1 on an inhale. Exhale, open, warrior number 2. Reaching forward with that left hand on the inside of the left foot. Maybe using that block again. Bring the chest forward and up, straighten that right arm up, and bring your arm over the head to the middle of the room. Looking under your right armpit towards the ceiling. Stretching out the entire right side of the body. Pressing both feet firmly into the mat, keeping your knee in place by pressing your arm towards the knee. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, look down. And bring your right hand on the right hip, your left hand forward and outside the left foot. Kick up that right leg, flex that foot. Bring your hips on top of each other, straighten that arm. Flex the foot, keep pressing away the heels. Looking over your fingertips or maybe gazing forward, Ardha Chandrasana, stretching out in all directions. Inhaling, exhaling, take one more inhale, lengthening out. Exhale, bring the right hand down, level the hips. And step to downward facing dog. Maybe stay in downward dog. Maybe take another vinyasa. And one more thing to do when we're back in downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, bring the right leg high. Step the right foot between the hands. Now grab that right ankle with your right hand. Walk your left hand forward. Kick up the left leg. Lift the chest. Straighten that back leg and start to fold over your straight leg. Bring your hands under your left hand under your left shoulder. Your nose to your knee. Your forehead to your knee. Standing split. Maybe lifting that back leg a little bit higher. Maybe the left hip a little bit back down so your lips are more or less in line. Taking one more deep inhale. And bring your hands back into the mat. Step the left foot back and the right foot back for downward facing dog. Take exhale here. Go for the other side. Inhale, left leg coming up. Step your left foot between the hands. Grab that left ankle with your left hand. Walk your right hand forward. Bring the right leg up. Lift your chest on an inhale and exhale. Start to fold over that straight leg. Bring your right fingertips under your right shoulder. Stretching both legs. Lifting up a little bit higher. Maybe folding a little bit deeper. Taking one more inhale. And exhale, slowly stepping back to a downward facing dog. Hands back on the mat. Maybe taking one last vinyasa here, bring your shoulders forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling and exhaling. On an inhale, bring your right leg up. Bend the right knee and bring your right knee on the outside of the right wrist onto the mat, onto the floor. Bring your right foot a little bit more forward. Bring your hips a little bit back, straighten out that left leg. Come high in the fingertips on an inhale and take a few breaths. So walk your fingers forward, stretching out the upper body. Bring the forehead down to the floor, maybe resting on your hands. Closing the eyes. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Focusing on the breath again, maybe bringing your awareness to it, allowing the breath to slow down. No need to change the breath or want to control it. Just give it the space it needs to quiet down. Maybe using the breath to your advantage. On an inhale, lengthen out a little bit more. On an exhale, maybe coming a little bit further towards the mat. Maybe sinking a little bit deeper into those hips. Bringing the upper body a little bit closer towards the mat. Relaxing the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Taking a few more breaths. Taking one more deep exhale. And on an inhale, bring your hands back onto the shoulders. Slowly start to whirl yourself up. And bring your right knee to the middle of the mat. Your right foot to the left. And bring your left knee on the inside of the right knee. Your left foot to the right. And keeping your knees on top of each other. Slowly bring your sitting bones towards the mat. Maybe use a block to sit on. Making sure both sitting bones are on the block. Bring your left hand on the right hand and middle fingers on top of each other. Rest your hands on your upper knee for a moment. Lengthen out from the lower back. Bring the shoulders down. Close the eyes. Just take a moment to sink into those hips, connecting the sitting bones onto the block. Take one more deep exhale. And on an inhale, open up the eyes. Bring your right hand to the right, thumb facing down, and bring your right hand onto your back. Slowly bring it up so you can bring it somewhere towards the shoulder blades. Bring your left arm up, bend the left elbow. See if you can hold your hands, maybe the fingertips. Maybe use a belt or a shirt or a towel if you can't quite reach. Roll the shoulder back, the right shoulder that is. Bring the left elbow a little bit more up. Lengthening the neck, bring the chin down, closing the eyes again. Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Maybe bring the floating ribs a little bit more in. So you're shortening the front, lengthening the back. Relaxing into the hips. On an inhale, bring your left elbow a little bit higher, a little bit further away from the back of the head. Exhale. And inhale to open up the eyes again. Release the fingers, release the hands, release the arms, maybe roll the shoulders back and forward. And shake out the arms and wrists. And bring your hands forward so you can lift up the sitting bones, remove the block. And come back to sit. And straighten your left leg forward. Press that left leg into the mat. Flex the foot. Bring your right knee to the chest and towards the floor, onto the floor. Maybe resting on a block. Bring your left hand behind you to push yourself up. Inhale, lifting up the right arm. Exhale, reaching forward. Maybe take another inhale to lengthen out some more. And then hold the inside of the foot with one hand, the outside with the other. Lift the chest one more time, lengthen, exhale, falling over your straight leg. Maybe closing the eyes again. See if you can bring your shoulders a little bit more into one line. Bring your right shoulder a little bit more down, maybe lifting the left shoulder a little bit more. See if you can also bring them in the same line, more or less, as the front of the mat. Using the breath, using gravity to slowly come a little bit deeper into the pose. Don't force it, don't push it. Taking one last long exhale. And inhale, lift the chest. Let go of your front foot slowly. Roll yourself up. Bring your right knee up. Straighten out the right leg. Press that foot, that leg into the mat. Flex the foot. Bring the left knee to the chest. And bring your left knee onto the floor. Right hand behind you. Lift yourself up, sitting up straight. Inhale. Bring the left hand up. Exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, maybe pressing away from that right hand a little bit more and holding onto your foot in any way you like. Maybe the left hand on the inside, maybe the left hand on the outside. Lifting the chest on an inhale, exhale, folding forward. chest a little bit on an inhale. So you're making sure the back stays more or less straight. Don't start to round the back too much. Relaxing the shoulders again. Slowly let them sink towards the mat. Taking one last exhale. And on an inhale, lift the chest. Let go of your feet. Slowly come up. Bring your right leg up. Your right knee up. Straighten the legs. Maybe shake them out. And then cross the ankles. Hold the feet. And roll over the knees to come to hands and knees. And come back to a downward facing dog. Take another stretch here. Lifting up the sitting bones. Exhale. And inhale. Bring the left leg up. Bend that left knee and bring the left knee on the outside of the left wrist. Bring the left foot a little bit forward. Straighten the right leg back. Bring the hips a little bit more back. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale slowly. We'll actually take a few breaths. So walk the hands forward, taking your time, lengthening out. Bring the upper body towards the floor. Forehead on the floor, maybe resting on your hands. Pigeon pose on the other side. Closing the eyes again. Checking again in with your shoulders. What are your shoulders doing in this posture? Can you soften them a little bit more? Slowly direct them towards the floor. Maybe lengthening the back leg out a little bit more. Coming a little bit deeper into the hips. Taking another deep inhale. Exhale. And on an inhale, bring your hands back under the shoulders. And slowly start to roll yourself up. Now bring your left knee to the middle of the mat. Your left foot to the right, and bring your right knee on the inside of the left knee. Your right foot to the left, keeping the knees on top of each other as you sit yourself back down. Maybe using that block again. Maybe using two blocks. Making sure both sitting bones are connected. And bring your right hand on top of the left, middle fingers on top of each other. Rest your hands on your knee. Lengthen out from the lower back. Bring the shoulders down, closing the eyes for a moment. Again, allowing the body to come closer towards the block, connecting to the block. Keeping the back straight, so keep lengthening away, lengthening out of the lower back. Exhale. Inhale, open up the eyes. Then bring your left hand to the left, the thumb down, and bring your left hand on the back. Slowly bring it up, wiggle it up, bring it in between the shoulder blades. Bring your right arm up, bend that elbow, and see if you can hold your fingers, hold your hands, maybe grabbing a belt or a shirt again. Bring your right elbow away from the back of the head, lift it up, lengthen the neck, bring the chin a little bit in. As you lengthen all the way up, see if you can sink back down, bring that left hip a little bit more down, left sitting bone onto the block or the floor. Staying here for a few breaths. Maybe rolling the left shoulder a little bit more back and down. Right elbow a little bit more up. Exhale. And on an inhale, open up the eyes. Release the arms. Roll the shoulders, shake the arms, shake the wrists if you like. And bring your hands forward to lift the sitting bones back up. Remove the block. Come to sit back down. And straighten that right leg out in front of you. Press that leg firmly into the mat. And bring your left foot on the outside of the right leg. Bring your left hand behind you. Push yourself up. Inhale, bring the right arm up, lengthen. And wrap that arm around the knee. Bring the knee into the chest. Inhale, lengthen some more. And slowly start to twist to the left. Bring the left shoulder back, looking over that left shoulder. Or maybe closing your eyes. Making sure that front foot is fully flexed. pressing the ball of your left foot into the mat. Maybe hugging the knee a little bit closer into the chest. Take another inhale to lengthen. Exhale to maybe twist a little bit deeper. And on an inhale, bring your upper body forward. Bending both knees, holding the backs of the legs. Bring the lower legs parallel to the mat, flexing the feet. Lifting out of the lower back and straightening out the arms in front of you. And straightening out the legs, Navasana. And palms up towards the ceiling. Maybe lifting up the chest a little bit more, bring your shoulders a little bit more back. Taking one more inhale. And exhale, bend the knees. Straighten out that left leg. Press the leg into the floor, flex the foot. Bring your right foot on the outside of the left. Your right hand behind you, lift yourself up. Inhale, lengthen out the left arm. Wrap that arm around the knee, bring the knee into the chest. Inhale again, and exhale. Start to twist to the right. Looking over that right shoulder. Or maybe closing the eyes again. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, softening them. Using your back hand to keep pressing yourself up so you're not hanging too way back. Staying up straight. Taking one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming back forward. Going back to one more Navasana, holding the backs of the legs. Lower legs parallel to the mat, flex the feet. Lift the chest, straighten the arms. Straighten the legs as well. Inhaling. Pressing the heels away, pulling the toes towards you. Maybe coming a little bit higher with the chest, taking one more deep inhale. And slowly lower your straight legs towards the mat. Keep them straight, lifting up, straighten out your arms. And exhale slowly. Fold over your legs. Holding the backs, the sides of the feet. Lifting the chest on an inhale to lengthen. And exhale. Start to fold over the legs. Closing the eyes again, if you like. Paschimottanasana. Stretching out the entire back side of the body. Stretching out the neck as well if you like by bringing the head down, dropping the head down. If it's too much tension for the neck, just gently carry it, lift it a little bit more up. Here to keep using the breath to your advantage on an inhale, lengthening out from the lower back. On an exhale, slowly coming a little bit closer towards your upper legs. A few more breaths here. Keep engaging the legs. Actively pressing them into the mat. Keep flexing the feet, actively pulling the toes towards you. Taking another inhale, maybe to lengthen out a little bit more, pull the belly in, pull the navel in towards the spine. Exhale, maybe coming a little bit further forward. Inhale, lifting the chest. And let go of your feet, your ankles, slowly coming up with the upper body. Bring your hands behind you, fingers facing forward. Bend the knees, feet into the mat. Turn the toes in, keep the knees hip width. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the arms. And exhale, lift the hips. Pull the belly in. Bring your head back, relax the neck, tabletop. A few breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, lifting a little bit higher with those hips. Exhale. Take another deep inhale, pressing your feet into the mat. Exhale, coming up to a maximum. And then bringing the head back up, chin to the chest, sitting bones back to the mat. And cross the ankles, hold the feet. And maybe step to a downward dog, or maybe jump to a low plank. Go through another vinyasa if you like. Exhale in downward facing dog. On an inhale, bring the shoulders forward for a high push-up plank. Take a long exhale to slowly bring the body all the way down. Keep pressing the heels away, don't crash. Keep the elbows close to your hips. And then just lie down on the mat, bring your hands under your forehead. Let the heels roll out to the side, big toes touching. And move the hips from left to right. Releasing the lower back. Then bring your ankles and heels together. The toes keep pointing back, pressing the feet into the mat. Inhale and exhale, lift your straight legs off of the mat. Your forehead can stay on the hands, keep your shoulders relaxed. It's just the legs that are coming up. Inhaling, maybe spreading the toes wide. Exhale. Take another inhale, maybe lifting up to a maximum. Maybe the upper legs are coming off the mat. And exhale, slowly bring them back down. Heels rolling out to the side, big toes touching. Move the hips from left to right if you like. Releasing the lower back. Then bring your ankles and heels together. Bring your hands back, your forehead back on the floor. Interlace your fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back, straighten the arms. Press the feet into the mat, inhale. And exhale, bring your chest forward and up. So just the chest coming up. Maybe lifting the arms up a little bit more as well. Keep the neck long in line with the spine, lifting down towards the floor in front of you. Taking one more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Right ear to the mat. Relax the arms. Relax the hands. Relax the legs. Roll the heels out to the side again if you like. Moving the hips from left to right. Now bring your forehead back on the mat. Your ankles and heels together again. Pointing the toes. Bring your hands onto the thighs. Straighten the arms, roll the shoulders back. Inhale and exhale. Bring your chest forward and up. And bring your legs back and up. Full Shalabhasana. Keep lifting the chest. Keeping the neck long. Looking down. Maybe bring the chest a little bit more forward. Maybe straighten the legs out a little bit more. Lifting up a little bit higher on your next inhale. And exhale, coming down, other side of the face to the mat. Relaxing the body, the lower back, the legs, as the heels roll out. Moving the hips from left to right again. Moving a little bit deeper into the back bend, bring your forehead back on the mat. Bend your knees and hold your ankles. Flex the feet. Bring your knees back to hip width. Inhale and exhale. Lift your legs off the mat. Press your ankles into your hands. Bring your chest forward and up. Keep pointing the toes back, all the way back. See if you can bring your knees a little bit more in line with the hips. Bring them a little bit closer towards each other. Bring in one more. Bring your chest up for one more inhale. And exhale, release. Other side of the face to the mat. Releasing. Moving if you like. Feeling what the body needs right now. And maybe your body needs another Dhanurasana. So here we go. Bring your forehead back on the mat. Bend your knees. And grab the ankles. Flex the feet. Point the toes back. Bring your knees to hip width. Inhale. And exhale. Lift up the legs. Press your ankles into your hands. Bring your chest forward and up. Bring the neck long. See if you can bring the inner arches of your feet a little bit more towards the ceiling. Lifting the soles of the feet a little bit more up. Taking one more deep inhale here. And exhale. Coming back down. Other side of the face to the mat. Rolling the heels out one more time. Maybe moving the hips from left to right one more time. And then bring your arms forward, press your hands to the mat, lift your chest, doing the fleur, bring your right arm under, and roll over towards your back. Bend your knees, your hands flat on the mat. Your knees are hip width. Bring your toes a little bit in, hold it. Bring the heels a little bit out. Hands flat on the mat. Inhale, exhale, lift up the hips. Interlace the fingers underneath. You'll roll the shoulders under one by one. Pressing the forearms firmly into the mat. Bring the knees away from the toes. The hips a little bit higher, the chest a little bit close towards the face. Stay here if this is enough. Or maybe come to a full bridge. Bring your hands inside the ears. Push yourself up. Lifting up the head, straightening the arms. Maybe straightening the legs as well. Bring your chest a little bit closer towards the middle of the room. Inhaling and exhaling. If you're in Setu Bandhasana, keep bringing those knees away from your toes, the chest a little bit close towards the face. Take one more inhale and exhale. Everyone come back down. Keep your feet on the floor. Bring them as wide as the mat. Let your knees fall towards each other. Maybe spread your arms out on the floor. Close your eyes for a moment. Taking a deep exhale. And on your inhale, open up the eyes again. Bring your knees back to hip width. We're going for one more. Bring your hands flat on the mat. Inhale and exhale. Lift up the hips. Interlace your fingers underneath you. Roll the shoulders under. Spread your arms into the mat. Stay here or come to full bridge. Hands beside your ears. Pressing up, straightening the arms. Keep on breathing. Maybe bring your chest a little close towards the middle of the room if you're full bridge. Taking one more deep inhale here. Exhale. And slowly lift up the head. Bring the chin to the chest. Slowly coming down. Bring your back down towards the mat wherever you are. If your back is touching, then bring your knees to the chest. Hold your knees. Moving from left to right. Maybe drawing small circles with the knees rolling the lower back, the sacrum over the mat. And straighten the legs out towards the ceiling. Give them a good shake. And go for a twist. Maybe bring your right leg over the left, the right foot behind the left calf. Bring your left foot onto the mat and slowly bring your knees to the left. Turn your face to the right. Otherwise, just keep your knees on top of each other as you bring them to the left. Maybe resting your knees onto a block as you turn your face to the right. Maybe close your eyes or just gaze ahead. With every exhale, maybe lowering down a little bit more towards the mat. Use the waves of your knees to stretch out the right side of the body. If we could calm our minds and get to the basis of all these modifications, we would find a unity among everything. That's the real yogic life. That does not mean we are indifferent to the changes and become useless to the world. Instead, with this experience of universal unity, we function better. We will have happy and harmonious lives. Only then can we love our neighbors as our own self. Gently lift up the knees. And straightening out the legs again. Maybe give them another shake. And take the twist to the other side. Bring the left leg over the right. Left foot behind the right calf. The knees towards the right. Turn your face to the left. Close the eyes or just gazing ahead. That's why yoga is based on self-reformation, self-control, and self-adjustment. When its reformation is accomplished, we will see a new world, an harmonious in a happy world. That's why we should always keep ourselves free from these wrong modifications. Take another long exhale here. And on an inhale, bring your knees back up. Straighten the legs towards the ceiling. Shake them out if you like one more time. And shaking out the arms as well towards the ceiling. Bring your knees back to the chest. And slowly roll onto your right side. Use your left hand to push yourself up. And come to sit at the front of your mat. Gonna go for shoulder stand. You're free to skip shoulder stand for whatever reason if you don't want to do shoulder stand today. If you're doing shoulder stand, bring your hands beside the hips and roll back. Bring your feet over your head towards the mat. The toes touch the floor. Straighten the legs. Interlace your fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders under one by one. Press the elbows into the mat. And then start to bend your elbows with your hands into the back, fingers facing up. And if you can feel you can support yourself, bring up the legs one by one, maybe two at the same time. Gazing over your toes towards the ceiling. Maybe closing your eyes again. Staying here for some deep breaths. Making sure you're strongly supported by your hands, by keeping the hands relaxed, keeping your wrist relaxed. Pointing your toes up towards the ceiling, all the way up. Stretching front of the legs, front side. And pulling your toes all the way towards you. Lengthening the back of the legs. Bringing the heels all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe lengthening out a little bit more. See if you can maybe bring your hands a little bit closer towards the shoulder blades. Taking a few more breaths. Take another deep inhale. And on your exhale, slowly bring your feet all the way over towards the mat. Straighten the legs. Interlace your fingers again behind you one more time. So roll the shoulders back under. Stay in flower pose, Halasana for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing the fingers. Bring the hands flat on the mat and slowly rolling the back towards the mat. If your back is touching, bring your straight legs down. See if you can keep them straight on the way down. When your heels are touching, bring your hands onto the thighs. Press yourself up on your elbows. Look at your toes. Flex your feet. Inhale, pull the belly in, lift the chest up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Bring the crown of the head towards the mat. Let it rest there. Fish pose. Taking 3 breaths here. Inhale into the chest. Exhale. Take another deep inhale. Exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale. On an inhale, lifting up the head again. Looking at your toes one more time and slowly bring yourself up way onto your mat. Maybe wiggle yourself back onto the mat to get ready for Shavasana. Final posture, the final relaxation. Whatever you need to do to relax fully and completely. Bring the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Bring the arms away from the upper body. Hand palms facing up. Closing the eyes. Releasing completely. surrendering to gravity for a few minutes. And slowly start to deepen the breath. Start to move your fingers, your toes, your ankles, wrists. And start to give yourself a good stretch. Bring your arms over the head, stretching out the upper body. Stretching out the legs as well, pointing the toes. Pulling the toes towards you, pressing the heels away. And then when you're ready, start to bring your knees into the chest. Hold your knees there for a moment, maybe gently rocking again from left to right. And then, keeping the eyes closed, slowly start to roll on to your right side. Stay on your right side for a breath or two. And then use your left hand to gently push yourself back up. Come back to sit. Find a block again to sit on. Resting the hands on your knees or upper legs. Taking a moment to get adjusted to this different position. Lengthening out again on an inhale from the lower back, so you're sitting up straight. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the face. And then unite the hands in front of the heart. Exhale first. Then take a deep inhale. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Slowly bow your head down towards the hands. Open up the eyes, bring your upper body forward and down towards the floor. Maybe straightening out the arms, hand palms facing up. As a last symbolic gesture of receiving the fruits of your practice with one hand, passing them on with the other. And then slowly come back up to sit. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing the practice. Thank you for everybody who watched at home. Have a great day and see you next time. Thank you. My pleasure. Let's see if I can put some music back on. Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sitaram 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 Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sitaram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Sitaram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Sitaram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Ram Sitaram Sitaram